Hello everyone, and we are going to create a new project. This is a fun project in which this is the output. It'll ask the user a word and it'll calculate the number of vowels and consonants in it. This has oops, and what you learn from this is oops and nested for loops, which will be used efficiently. This is simple, but this is going to take a bit effort. So I'll create a project vowels and hit enter. In that, I'll create a new class which is main, which has the main method. Usually the class which has the main method it's a good practice to have it as main, so they can differentiate the class with the main method from other classes. So I've created a class main and another class which is doer, that is which does all the work and organizes all the work, and after that is identifier, which identifies the vowels and consonants for me. Without the main method. And we'll start from identifier first because that's the core of this project. And we'll give a method void, we'll just say identify, and what we'll do is we'll give a nested for loop. First we have to initialize some variables, that is string word, which I'm going to give empty, and I'm going to give an array of vowels. If it's easier to store vowels in an array rather than consonants, because vowels are just 5, consonants will be 21. I can easily subtract the vowels from the alphabets to get consonants. So we'll be doing that later. And I'll give it A, E, I, O and U, and this is the identifying. This identifies for me, and I'll give int I is equal to 0, I is less than word dot length. So in the doer we'll take the user input, and that will be stored in word. And what this for loop does is this just processes every letter of the word, and inside that will be a for loop which checks whether the letter matches with any of these. So and we'll give I++, increment it, and as I already told you, this processes the letters, and the for loop in the interior, what it does is this I can simply give, and this is a char array. I always do this mistake. A, E, I, O and U, because this should be characters, because I'm going to match it with the characters of the word. So we'll take the letter. So ka letter is equal to 0. This is how you initialize a string. I know you can give any other value, but it's okay. So ka letter is equal to 0, and we have to define letter. So letter is equal to word dot caret I. Yes. So now I will be 0, so letter will be the 0th index of the string, and next it will be 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we've defined letter. So next we'll check whether this matches with any of these. So I'm going to use an enhanced for loop, just char j colon. Why did I give it array? Okay, vowels list, and this is vowels list. So there is an enhanced for loop, and what it does is character J will be equal to the first the 0th index during the first iteration, the first index during the second iteration, and so on. This is almost equivalent. This is equivalent to this. What I'll do in the traditional one, in J is equal to 0, J is less than vowels list dot length and J plus plus. So this is equal to this, but this one is too wordy, and we can make it simple by doing what I did previously. So car J is colon vowels list, and what we'll do is we'll check whether the letter matches with J, and this is a character, so I can give double equal to, just like any other data type. And if letter is equal to J, that is the during the first iteration, the 0th index and so on. If letter is equal to J, I'll increase the vowels by 1. So I'll give an int vowels is equal to 0. This is equal to this means the number of vowels. So I'll just increment vowels by 1, and I think the loop is good to go. And finally, what we have to do is we also have to calculate consonants. So consonants, I'll initialize it, int consonants. Consonants is equal to 0, and I'll give consonants is equal to word dot length minus vowels. And I think this loop is fine, because I vowels list, and okay. So I'll give a method which displays everything for me, that shows everything for me. So show, and I'll give print. So sysout is short for system.out.println in Eclipse, and what I'll give is vowels plus vowels plus cons, and wait, maybe I'll use a separate line for that. Consonants plus consonants. And I think this class is done. Next we'll do it in the doer, and in doer what I'll do, I'll create an instance of the identifier class, that is identifier I is equal to new identifier, and I'll create a constructor. This doer actually is going to have nothing but the constructor. I don't want to give any methods into it. So I'll print, hey, this is a vowels consonants calculator. Please enter the word, and I'm going to input that, and I need a scanner class for that. Scanner is C is equal to new scanner system dot in, and I have to import that, import java.util.scanner, and I'll initialize the string word outside is equal to, and word is equal to sc dot next, done. And I'm going to give I dot identify and I dot show, and in the main method all I have to do is I have to create an instance of the doer object is equal to new doer, and I save it and run it. Please enter what I am entering hello, and it's coming wrong, so we need to check where have we done a mistake. I'll just give string word as a parameter, only word, and I'll accept the parameter string word, and I'll check what are the mistakes I've done. So int I is equal to 0, yeah, it's a nested one, and letter is equal to j, so car j is vowels list, so letter is equal to j, then vowels plus plus, so consonants is also coming 0, so it's not going inside this. Now I'll run it again. I know it's going to throw an it's not going to come properly, but we'll just leave it. Okay, it's coming properly. So this is how you create this. So today we've learned oops, how to use oops efficiently, and how to pass, and you have to pass the parameter here, those concepts. And what else we've learned is we've learned how to use nested for loops, and we made a good project, and just we can loop it. So I'll paste the code in, and I'll give while, what can I give? I'll give while 1 is equal to 1, and I'll ask for 1. int 1 is equal to 0, and I'll ask for 1. Sys out, enter 1 to repeat, 2 to terminate, and I'll accept the input 1 is equal to sc dot next int, and if I just run this, we'll see if it goes correct. Enter the word I'm entering hello again, enter 1 to repeat. Yeah, it's looping. Well, I can enter anything I want. This is my sister's name, so vowel 6, and so on. I can enter anything. I can even enter gibberish. Okay, sorry, I had to enter 1. It's alright. Please enter the word. I'll enter gibberish. I'll give vowels is 1 and consonants is 15. Enter 1 to repeat 2 to minute. So I give 2 and it's ending. So thank you guys, and see you. Bye.